Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be showing you how to make millions of gold with crafting the new PvP gear for Season 3. So this is the PvP gear, it's called the Verdant set. So what you're going to want to do is focus on, in the early game, the rings, the necks, the cloaks and the trinkets. Because these can be used by any class in the game, it's not class specific, so you have a lot more people that you can actually sell it to. Now to get started with this, all you got to do is have Dragonflight professions learnt for pretty much all the professions, and what you want to do is get the recipes. You only need, I believe it is like 35 level 35 skill in the profession to learn the recipes. As you can see, we just got one of the ring recipes for 100k. Now this is only about a couple hours, less than probably 2 hours into the new season. The patch just went live and we got a recipe for 100k. Now obviously you're going to be able to get the recipes a lot cheaper. I just wanted to be basically first in the door and be the first one selling the rings, because the rings are a big portion of the crafted PvP market, because people can buy 2 of them and every single class uses the rings. So as you can see, it's very cheap to actually go ahead and craft these, around 300 gold to actually craft one ring. So what we're going to do is buy a bunch of materials, and we're going to make a whole heap of these, and we're going to spread these out across multiple realms. So the goal will be to have every single different stat build that the ring can come in on every single realm. What I mean by that is that you can have the ring craft with versatility, haste, crit or mastery. So you want to make sure that you've got one of each on every single realm. So what we're going to do is go ahead and craft a whole heap of these. Now what the plan is, we're going to put them up mainly for about 30k gold each to start off with, so 29,999. We're going to start it off with that. That's a really good price for this, and we're going to go ahead and spread these across pretty much all the realms. As you can see, we're making a bunch of them. That is because we have like over 50 realms, and we're going to need at least 3 rings on every single realm, so that we're meeting every single stat build that the ring can have. Like I mentioned before, with the haste, the crit and the mastery, because some people want crit, some people want haste, and some people obviously want mastery. They all come with versatility on them with one random second stat. So you do need to make sure you have craft enough so that you can have one of every single stat. Now what we're going to do is we're going to trade these all over to my second account. We're going to do this so that we can cross realm trade these across to all the different realms. Maybe you didn't know, or most likely you do know, that you can cross realm trade. You have to do it through a trade window, and you need 2 accounts, and you do it exactly how I'm doing it right here. So you would trade them over to an account, and then what you can do is you can group up through Battle.net with your second account on the realm you want to move it to, and then you'll be able to trade that account on the other realm. So what we're going to do now is basically go through, when we're sending these over, we only want to send over one of every single stat. We're going to send a few over to this realm because it's my main realm, but that's what you want to do. As you can see, there's 3 different types of the rings. Now this is for all of the different pieces. It's showing 5 because 2 of them are the ones where they say one random stat. That's not important. There's 3 different kinds of the rings because there's different stats for all of them. So what we're going to do is get these up on the auction house. Now it's only a couple hours into the patch, and so we should be able to get some really good prices for these. So as you can see, about 30k each for these, and we actually managed to sell and make back our money that we paid on the recipe within the hour. Like as soon as we started posting them, we pretty much made the money back like within 20 minutes. So it was a really good investment. Now this was mainly because of how early on into the game and the season that we actually got in doing this. It was probably like only 2 hours since the patch actually dropped, and we're already selling them for a decent amount of profit and already made back what we paid for the recipe. and I'm recording the voiceover for this video the next morning. Well, but as you can see, we have a sale that already came in within minutes, just like that. Now this is because a bunch of the PvPers, there's no actual PvP gear out the first week, so a lot of them are going to buy these crafted PvP gear, and they're probably going to buy a full set of it so they can have the highest item level PvP gear in the game at the moment. So then when next week comes along, they're like strong in PvP and whatnot. But as you've seen just before, we got a sale like super quick within minutes. So what I'm going to do now is trade over and cross realm trade these, and I'm going to trade one of each stat size, stat build. So like one of haste and verse, one of crit and verse, and one of mastery and verse. And I'm going to do that on every single realm that I play on. And this way we're going to be selling the rings on like over 50 realms, and we should be able to make a lot of gold from doing this. Now you do need a second account to do this, or a mate that you trust, because what you need to do obviously is trade in between the two accounts to cross realm trade them. You also want to make sure that you have, if you're going to do this yourself, that you have all alliance characters or horde characters. You want to have the same faction. This way you can meet in a close town near auction house and trade them over easily. You won't have to like do it for the mail and whatnot, so it's just a lot easier if you have all the same faction. But as you can see, we're spreading these out across a bunch of different realms. We also got another recipe right there. So what my goal is to actually do is to slowly get all of the recipes and do this exact same thing with all the different crafts for the new Season 3 PvP crafted gear. But we've got sales coming in on all the different realms, as you can see. Another 30k sale on this realm, which is pretty nice. Whole heap of sales on this realm. The price got tanked down very low compared to the 30k, which will happen on some realms just because people will post it for a lot cheaper than they have to, like undercutting other people. But here's some more sales. It's the next morning now. I think we've done about 1.2 mil just with the rings, and I've also started adding the necks and the trinkets, and I think we got like a couple gear pieces for tailoring, I think it was. But as you can see, a bunch of sales coming really quick, and that is what we want to see. So we made back the 100k that we invested in the recipe just for the rings within like 20 minutes of actually putting them up on the auction house. We had sold way over 100k by them. So very good investment. Now this will work really good all the way through the season, all the way, because people want to gear up ults with this PvP gear further on in the season, stuff like that. So it should always be a good way to make some gold. However guys, that was it for today's video. If you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up, and if you'd like to learn a lot more about making gold in retail World of Warcraft, you can check out my complete gold making guide. This is a guide that I constantly update, and if you already own a copy, you get all the updated versions completely for free sent to your email address. So next expansion, when we have new updates, I'll be updating completely, and you'll get a free copy sent to your email address. Anyways guys, that'll be the first link down in the description box, and I'll see you in the next video.